Hello folks, Scott with Dallas Paint Correction and Auto Detailing here in Dallas, Texas. We're looking at a side bolster here of some leather in a car, and I wanted to do a video on using Super Cleans. A couple of my subscribers asked me, Scott, show me how you use Super Clean on leather in the real world. Why do you use it? What's the thought process behind it? Why do you use an alkaline-based cleaner to clean leather? Isn't that a little aggressive? I want to answer a couple of those questions, but I wanted to show you this leather seat. This is the side bolster. Hopefully the lighting is okay. This is an area of the car, when we're looking at leather seats, this is a great place to look to see a lot of dirt, grease, and grime transfer on this side bolster, because we're sliding our booty, we're sliding ourselves inside the car, and we'll end up transferring a lot of grease and grime from our jeans, or even the dye in our jeans will transfer here. Also down here, hopefully it will show, there is grease and grime on this side bolster as well, on the bottom of the seat area here. I know the lighting's probably not that great. Let me see if I can get in there. But I think you can see some of the dirt inside that graining there, where if I look over here, it may not be all that bad. It's not as bad over here, right? It looks pretty decent on the other side of the seat. But if we come over here, we'll start to see, one, the leather looks a little shiny, which is a good indication that we've got some dirt, grease, and grime and oil on the surface of the leather, so we want to get to it. Okay, I'm going to set you guys down. Hopefully this won't be too shaky. Bear with me. Try to see if I can see what's going on here. Okay, so this is the area we're going to work, and then we're going to do the side bolster. I want to talk about, is it appropriate to use an alkaline cleaner? Do you need to use an alkaline cleaner every time you clean your leather? Well, here's the truth. Here's the part of being transparent. The answer is no. You don't always have to use an alkaline-based cleaner, something like a Super Clean, degreaser, or even Meguiar's Super Degreaser, or Meguiar's all-purpose cleaner with a pH level around 12. You don't necessarily have to use it on leather unless, you know, for me, as a professional detailer, I'm coming into cases where I'm seeing leather and it's a wide range of leather neglect. I may have some customers that haven't cleaned their leather in over a year, and I'm just going to find that using something like over-the-counter or retail product like this by Meguiar's, which is a leather and vinyl cleaner, these things just aren't all that effective. Or even, you know, Meguiar's Gold Class, this leather cleaner and conditioner that comes in these little wipes. In fact, if I take one of these wipes out and I use it on this seat and try to get it clean, I'll try to do it right here. I'll just rub it right there, go over the surface. That's cool, that's great. And then I wipe up after myself. It works halfway decent. But what happens is because depending on the level of dirt, the level of neglect, you're going to find yourself just going through so many of these things to get yourself to where you need to go. Retail level leather cleaners just aren't all that effective. These little wipes don't have the ability to get into the grain of the leather. So traditionally what I do is I want to evaluate the leather and go, okay, how aggressive do I need to be here? How long has this leather been neglected? And again, these over-the-counter products are just going to be, they're going to fall short so many times. But these over-the-counter products can be used if you have leather that's well-maintained. You want to use some type of pH cleaner, pH balance, pH neutral cleaner to clean your leather. That's going to work really, really well as long as the leather is being well-maintained. Why do I bring this up? Well, here you go. I've got some Super Clean in this bottle, mixed 4-to-1, 5-to-1, about 6 ounces in a 32-ounce bottle. For me as a professional, because I'm coming into contact with so many different levels of neglect, I want one cleaner that can do it all. But does that mean once I've dialed that customer's leather in, and let's say they want me to take care of their car once a week or once a month, do I always have to be that aggressive? Do I have to use a high pH rated cleaner on the alkaline base to clean their leather? The answer is no, I don't. I can use something far more gentle, and I hate that word because that makes you think that this isn't gentle. Well, this stuff is incredibly effective for cutting through grease and grime. We also have to remember leather itself. Through the leathering process, about 90 or 95% of you who are watching this video, if you've got leather in your car, it's got a protective coating on it, much like the form of plastic. We got to think about the leathering process itself. It's like, no, none of us go to the petting zoo and say, hey, let's go touch the horse's leather. We don't say that. We say, let's touch the horse's hide. Well, the fact that this came from an animal so willing to volunteer its hide, but here's the deal, it's no longer a living entity. The leathering process alone is filled with so many chemicals and so many ways to preserve that leather. By the time it comes through or comes out the other end of the leathering process, it's far from natural hide. That's just a fact. So sometimes we don't necessarily have to overthink the moment. We don't have to take some of these retail level products and try to be cleaning a really neglected leather seat that's been neglected for years. You're just going to find yourself working too long, going through too much of this product, or not being able to get to the final results that you're really looking for. So what I wanted to do, some of my subscribers say, hey Scott, how do you use it on leather? Well, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. Again, it's mixed 4-to-1, super clean, 4 parts water, 1 part product. And I'm just going to lightly spray it on this leather seat. And then I'm going to take a little brush. This is made by Color Lock, actually a German-made company. It's got soft bristles made just for leather seats. And I'm going to go in here and just slightly agitate over this area that's pretty dirty. It's not going to take a lot. Again, I'm taking advantage of the fact that Super Clean is a high alkaline base cleaner. It's going to cut through that grease and grime. Plus my little brush is going to be able to get into the nooks and crannies of all the texture of the leather and be able to get inside there, and I'm just going to get it all in one shot and just be done with it. I want to move around this car as quick as I can and give my customer the best results. And then I'm going to simply mop up. Now when I look at this leather seat now, this area, there's no damage here. It's still soft to the touch. It's not shiny, it's not silky looking. It looks exactly the way leather is supposed to look, and that's why I use it. But let's say I dialed this seat in, got it all clean. Do I need to use Super Clean 4-to-1 every time I clean my leather seats? Well, no, I don't. I may use it at 8-to-1, 10-to-1. I may be able to just spray it onto a microfiber towel and simply wipe up on the leather seat, and that's all I'll need. Again, if you're cleaning leather and it's been neglected for far too long, you have to make an executive decision. What's important to you? Your time, how much time you're going to be spending on the seat, how much product do you want to use? Are you going to change your mindset? Okay, I've let it go on too long, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot to the punch, get this thing cleaned, and then I'm going to change my habits. I'm going to maintain my leather seat where I don't have to use a strong cleaner on a maintenance level because it just isn't required. But here we go. I'm going to show you on this side bolster. Hopefully I can get you guys in on that deal so you can see it. But there it is right there. What I'm going to do is simply take 4-to-1 Super Clean on this area that gets abused quite a bit. A lot of people tell me, well, doesn't it make sense that the bottom of the seat, the flat bottom of the seat would get dirty? Of course it gets dirty, but this area gets far more dirtier and it gets a lot more abuse because of the way we slide into the car. So this is a place you got to keep maintaining and keeping an eye on your leather here, because if you don't, that transfer, that friction every time we're coming in and out of the car, transferring dirt, grease, grime, and dyes from our jeans, you will begin to break down the coating that is on the leather. So this is an area you want to keep, you want to be diligent about if you want to preserve your leather. But I'm just going to simply spray Super Clean on that little side bolster there, 4-to-1. I'm going to take my Color Lock leather brush and just come in here and lightly agitate. I don't have to be overly aggressive with the brush because the cleaner just does an amazing job of cutting through the grease and grime. I don't have to have a brush attached to a drill and try to scrub this out. So as a professional detailer, this just makes all the sense in the world. I can get where I need to be, take advantage of a strong cleaner to be able to dial these seats in. I don't have to use an aggressive brush and break through and start destroying or breaking down that coating that's already on the leather. So that's why using a degreaser, an all-purpose cleaner, is going to be far more effective than some of the over-the-counter products on a retail level when it comes to cleaning leather. And then I'm going to bring you guys in here so you can see the finished look. Sorry about it being so shaky. But there's the side bolster now on this seat. I'll try to block the sun. There's no dirt there. The grain inside the leather is completely cleaned out. It looks great. It feels soft to the touch. I haven't done anything. I haven't broke down. I got some sweat on my fingers. Sorry, guys. but I haven't broke down the leather in any way. It's not hurting the leather. Again, I don't have to do this every time. The next time I clean this seat, I will choose to be more diligent, get on a better maintenance program, use it at 10-to-1 or 8-to-1, and just have to simply apply it to a microfiber towel and wipe it down. Bring you down here to this side bolster here. Look at the difference in that leather using Super Clean 4-to-1. Again, I'll have to make a decision. I may come across a leather seat that's not as hammered as this. I may not have to use it at 4-to-1. Maybe I want to use it at 8-to-1, 10-to-1, whatever. But to me, an alkaline-based cleaner on leather is absolutely safe for about 90–95% of the leather that's out there. They are coated in a form of plastic. They already have a protective layer on it. And alkaline-based cleaners can be used on them if you've let the leather get dirty for far too long and you've neglected it. You've just neglected it. You want to get to the punch. Well, I do anyway as a professional. So there is my little demo on how to clean leather seats with Super Clean. Real quick, real easy, not a lot of pressure with the brush. I just can cut through that grease and grime, and it just works great. I appreciate it, guys. Until next time, love one another, and we'll see you soon. Bye.